Arsenal are on a winning streak, with fans hoping they're on the cusp of success under new boss Unai Emery. But is it a false dawn? Well, on the surface of things, Arsenal have looked good. They scored 5 against Fulham and were comfortable in 2-0 home wins over Everton and Watford, for example. But when we look at their underlying numbers, things are a little less rosy. For a start, their goals to expected goals ratio is 1.52. This means they've scored over 50% more goals than they should have, according to the quality of their chances. If we hone in on the supposedly comfortable 2-0 win over Watford, for example, we can see an XG map that tells a different story. Watford actually had the better chances that day, and the Gunners were lucky to win. What's more, Arsenal's post-shot XG to XG ratio is just over 1.2, which indicates that they are finishing their surprisingly few chances at a surprisingly high rate. In other words, Alexandre Lacazette and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang are bailing Arsenal out with some elite-level finishing. They've scored 8 league goals between them from chances that should typically have resulted in only 4 or 5. The post-shot XG model works by taking every shot that the team has and isolating only those that were on target before analysing the chance of those shots going in, based on where they were taken from and where in the goal they were headed towards. And what of Emery's new era? Well, a comparison of his team's playing style with that of Arsene Wenger's last season is pretty revealing. This tells us that although both managers favour possession-based football with few long balls, Emery's setup is allowing Arsenal to concede far more chances than they did under Wenger. If we return to the XG model, we can estimate the number of points Arsenal should have at this point in the season. And whilst they sit 2 off top on 18, their underlying numbers suggest that that figure is inflated by over 6 points. And after we account for those underlying numbers, we'd expect to see Arsenal way down in 8th, below Bournemouth and Wolves. So if the stats are to be believed, Gunners fans may need to prepare themselves. Arsenal have performed at an extraordinary level so far, but it's not something we should expect to continue for much longer.